ang mga humarap kanina na magkakatunggaling kandidato sa 5 pwesto ng ating konseho. Nakita natin kung gaano naging kainit ang kanilang harapan para sa mga katanungang ibinato sa kanila. Ngayon, ang pinakahihintay ng tunggalian para sa pagkapresidente ng Central Student Council. Tumutok at alamin kung sino ang tunay na aangat at matapang na haharap sa mga katanungan. Ako po si Denise Oniña. Alamin kung sino ang dapat iboto, suriin ang mga kandidato. Makialam, makiisa at makibahagi dito sa Harapan 2015. Ngayon dito sa ating huling araw ng Harapan 2015 ay makakasama natin ang mga kandidato para sa pagka-presidente ng Central Student Council. At patuloy lamang tumutok mga Tomasino sa ating social media, itag ang @TongkatUST at ang @UST Central Comelec at gamitin ng ating official hashtag na UST Halalan 2015 at maya-maya lamang makakasama natin ang ating social media correspondent na si Zine Cabrajal at itatanong ang inyong mga katanungan. Kaya naman kung handa na ang lahat at kung handa na ang ating mga kandidato, candidates, are you ready? Sisimulan na natin ang harapan. Para sa unang bahagi ng ating harapan, bibigyan namin kayo ng pagkakataon upang ipakilala nyo sa amin ang inyong mga sarili. Bibigyan ko lamang kayo ng 1 minuto upang ipakilala nyo ang inyong mga sarili at ilatag na ang inyong mga plataforma. Sisimulan natin yan sa ating unang kandidato na mula sa Faculty of Pharmacy, Rose Valentine Rosales. 1 minuto, go!
Isang malakas diwang pagbati po sa inyong lahat. Ako po si Rose Valentine Rosales from the Faculty of Pharmacy, ang inyong Central Student Council President. At hatid ko po sa inyo sa Central Student Council for the academic year 2015-2016 ng mga plataformang nagpo-focus sa social awareness and students' rights. Maraming salamat.
Maraming salamat, Rose V. Ngayon naman, ang kanyang makakaharap mula sa AMB College of Accountancy. Ana Mariz Mangalili, 1 minuto, go!
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Ana Mariz Mangalili from the AMB College of Accountancy, an independent candidate, your Central Student Council President. I aim to provide a proactive grievance process through my CSE Open Policy, which will be supported by my second platform, which will be the protection of students' rights and welfare, and support for Tamasang diversity, under which is my protektahan natin ang karapatan at pagkatao mo. Lastly is my promotion of social-political awareness and active intellectual discourse, supported by my Tomasino Anong project. Thank you.
Maraming salamat, Ana. Ngayon na nga mga Tomasino, formal nyo nang nakilala ang ating dalawang kandidatong tumatakbo para sa pagka-president ng Central Student Council. At ngayon, sa ikalawang bahagi ng ating programa, inimbitahan namin ang ilang mga panauhin para magsilbing mga panelists for today at iyon ay sasagutin ng ating mga kandidato. Sisimulan natin, kilalanin ang ating mga panelists. Unang panelista, mula sa Faculty of Arts and Letters and part of the SOCC Board of Directors, Ms. Carol Ortigas. Mula naman sa College of Rehabilitation Sciences at ang nakaraang chairperson of the UST Central Comelec, Ms. Jessie J. Isabel Cabiga. Mula naman sa Faculty of Arts and Letters, Ms. Pauline de la Peña. At ang Vice President of the Tamasang Debaters Council, Mr. Nathan Austria. Magandang hapon mga panelists. Dito sa parte ng ating programang mga candidates, bibigyan ko lamang kayo ng 2 minuto upang sagutin ang katanungan at bawat panelista ay magbibigay sa inyo ng isang katanungan. Sisimulan natin sa ating unang panelist, Ms. Carol. Ano po ang inyong katanungan?
Okay, good afternoon, Rosie and Anna. This question is for the both of you. Okay. So what can you say about the notion that running for a position in the CSC is becoming a popularity contest and not really for service and leadership? I repeat, what can you say about the notion that running for the position in the CSC is becoming a popularity contest and not really for service and leadership?
Maraming salamat, Ms. Carol. Ang unang sasagot ng katanungan ay si Rose V. Rose V, 2 minuto, go.
I beg to disagree kung yung notion na popularity contest. I still believe na ang mga Tomasino ay mga matalinong mabuboto. Na tayo ay may wisdom para iboto kung sino yung karapat-dapat para sa posisyon. Sabihin ng iba na popularity, but no, mag-start tayo sa sarili natin na alamin natin kung ano talaga yung mga plataforma ng mga pinulong ito at doon magsisimula ang pagbabago. Yun lamang po. Maraming salamat.
Maraming salamat, Rose V. Same question, Ana, 2 minuto, go.
Thank you po for that question. Well, first of all, I respect their opinion, if that's what they think. Pero personally po, para sa akin, hindi talaga totoo yun. Bakit? Kasi hindi naman namin i-risk yung pangalan namin para lang maging popular, or hindi naman kami magpapagod para lang makuha yung boto ng tao. Na ginagawa namin to kasi willing and able kami. Hindi kasi pwedeng willing ka lang, hindi din pwedeng able ka lang. And hindi kasi dahilan yung pagiging popular para lang masabi na kaya ka tumatakbo. Kaya ka tumatakbo kasi may gusto kang magawa para sa Central Student Council. Maraming po. Salamat.
Maraming salamat, Ana. Ngayon naman para sa ikalawang katanungan mula kay Miss Jessie.
Good afternoon. My question is that every president who has tried to pass the students' code, if I may say, have fallen short in their term or during their term. How would your approach be different from theirs? Thank you.
Maraming salamat, Miss Jessie. Ngayon naman, Ana, 2 minuto, go.
Thank you po for that question. So, students' code, it has been a long issue. Pero bakit nga ba hindi pa naipapasa? Personally speaking, kung ako lang ang tatanungin, gusto ko na siyang maipasa. But then again, hindi lang naman kasi ako yung dapat natin kinoconsider ng factor para maipasa yung students' code. And kung ano yung gagawin ko para maipasa yon is to consult the students. Kasi napansin ko na hindi lahat ng students aware kung ano ba yung nilalaman ng students' code. And when in fact, sila yung pinaka-maapektuhan kapag napasa ko. Thank you.
Maraming salamat, Ana. Ikaw naman, Rose V, 2 minuto, go.
I will intensify the clamor sa mga students na ipasa yung students' code. Why? Because if the administration would see na it is united, tayong mga students, united tayo, na pinaglalaban natin to, hindi lang lamang ng CSC ang may pakana nito, pero buong Tomasian community, they will see na ito ay para sa ikabubuti ng lahat, and they will support that.
Maraming salamat, Rose V, para sa ikatlong katanungan. Miss Pauline.
Good afternoon. My question is for both of you. As president, you will serve as the mouthpiece of the UST student dream. And it is conceivable how easy it is to bend to the administration's wishes. How will you ensure that before compromising, you will put the UST student dream above all else?
Maraming salamat, Miss Pauline. Ngayon naman, okay, maaari daw po bang ulitin ang katanungan?
Again, as president, you will serve as the mouthpiece of the UST student dream. And it is conceivable how easy it is to bend to the administration's wishes. How will you ensure that before compromise, you will put the UST student dream above all else? Thank you.
Okay, Rose V, 2 minuto, go.
Being the CSC president, dapat nandoon yung commitment mo to serve the Tomasian community. And with the help of the Tomasian community, you will be creating a program or a movement na para i-support yung gagawin na projects mo. And in that, masasabi mo na you will be supporting the studentry, and the student league must also support you because you are here to represent the student body. But the power that was given to you was coming is a power that binastow nila para sa amin. Yun lamang.
Maraming salamat, Rose V. Ana, 2 minuto, go.
Maraming salamat po sa tanong na yun. So dito po papasok yung 2 kong projects. First is yung CSC Open Policy. Na as student council, hindi dapat tayo nangunguna na sabihin kung ano ba talaga yung kailangan ng mga estudyante. Na kailangan alamin talaga natin kung ano ba talaga yung kailangan nila. And yung second project ko is yung Tomasino, Anong Say Mo? This aims to promote the socio-political awareness of the students na bago ang Central Student Council maglabas ng stand sa mga kahit na anong issue, dito man sa university or outside, kailangan alam talaga natin kung ano ba talaga yung iniisip ng mga estudyante na hindi porkat binoto na nila tayo, kung ano na iniisip natin yun na yun. Kailangan kinoconsult natin lagi sila kasi we are here for them. Thank you po.
Maraming salamat, Ms. Ana. Follow-up questions. Pulit.
What I'm trying to point out is, aside from yung may collective action ka na regarding an issue, for example, the tuition fee increase, it's no secret na halos majority of the population is against the increase, and yet the CSC at the end of the day came and compromised with the tuition fee increase. Is how will you push for yung students' rights pag ang sinabi ng estudyante ayaw namin sa ganitong bagay? Thank you.
Maraming salamat, Ms. Pauline. Ana, 2 minuto, go.
Kung paano namin ipupush na kung ano talaga yung stand ng student. Yun nga po, yung una, kunin talaga natin kung ano yung stand ng majority ng students. Na hindi tayo pwedeng mag-rely sa mga social media lang na lahat sila ayaw nila. Pero hindi kasi lahat, almost lahat, gumagamit ng social media. Pero mas reliable na in every classroom, kinoconsult natin sila. Which, I'm proud to say na ginawa ng college namin na before kami nag-release ng stand ng AMB sa tuition and other fees increase, we talked sa mga class presidents and we asked yung each class president to ask their blockmates, pinush namin sa sa Central Student Council. And kung paano namin ipupush yun? Siguro through formal communication. Pwede tayo mag-organize ng formal forum para magkaroon ng dialogue between the students and the administration. Thank you.
Maraming salamat, Ana. Rose V. 2 minuto. Same question.
Repeating the question, how will you push for the rights of the students given na may stand na sa, for example, after nung yung project na aalamin mo kung ano yung kanilang gusto, pag napag-desisyonan na no ang sagot namin sa isang bagay, how will you communicate that to the administration?
So, concrete example that I can give you, like for example, tuition increase. I would create this movement wherein magkakaroon ng signature campaign. And that is a concrete basis to show sa administration na all the students are uniting against the tuition increase.
What can you say about the stand of being an incumbent? Naglabas ng CSC ang stand that they are against the Unity Walk. How will that translate to what you were saying earlier?
Unity Walk. Unity Walk, naglabas kami ng statement doon kasi it is to clarify na nagkaroon ng bypass ng authority. Why? Nagkaroon kasi ng, kung nabasa nyo, statement sa we, the Central Student Council from the organization. And dapat, i-consult kami na Student Council because hindi pwedeng gamitin lang yung name namin ng gano'n na lang without even consulting us. So, yun yung statement namin to clarify na we are not the ones who initiated this kind of movement.
Pero bakit yung sinondem yung ibang organizations in doing that? At pwede nyo naman i-condemn in using your name, pero condemning the act itself of the very essence of democracy. Bakit to some extent naging anti-democracy yung stance ng CSC which which resulted to a lot of backlash and public opinion against the council.
Okay, yan po ang huling katanungan ni Mr. Nathan na parehong sasagutin ang ating dalawang kandidato. Rose V, sisimulan sa'yo. 2 minuto. Go!
Hindi namin intensyon na i-condemn sila. But we want to point out na pagkakamali nila yun na hindi pwede na we are the ones na representing the body and to be used na yung name namin for that movement. We support na ayaw nila na increase. But then, better na mas communicate nila sa amin yun kung ano yung gusto nila yun.
Miss Anna, question muli. Nagaling kay same question. Will you repeat the question, sir?
Ito na.
Okay.
As a political person, to some extent, you embody your affiliation. In a situation that there is a conflict of interest between your party's principles and personal beliefs in dealing with a particular issue, what would be your most appropriate response to solve this problem? Question for you.
Okay. Question for the both of them. Okay. Will you repeat the question, sir?
As a political person, to some extent, you embody your affiliations. In a situation that there is a conflict of interest between your party's principles and personal beliefs in dealing with a particular issue, what would be your most appropriate response to solve this problem?
Maraming salamat, Mr. Nathan. Ana, 2 minuto. Go.
Thank you po for that question. In dealing with a particular situation, hindi tayo pwedeng maging subjective. Na hindi tayo pwedeng magpadala sa kung ano yung pinapaniwalaan lang natin kasi hindi lang naman tayo naapektuhan sa pagdidil sa situation na to. So, kailangan as student leaders, may kakayahan tayo na somehow ma-unite natin yung beliefs ng students para maging united tayo amidst diversity. Maging united tayo sa mga stands natin in regards sa situation. Thank you po.
Maraming salamat, Ana. Rose V, same question. 2 minuto. Go.
As student leaders, dapat alam mo kung ano yung ikabubuti ng pinagsisilbihan mo. It is a student-centered leadership. Hindi magpe-prevail dapat kung ano yung personal agenda mo or kung ano man yung political party's agenda mo. Dapat at the end of the day, ultimately, you will consider kung ano yung nakabubuti sa nakararami.
Okay, maraming salamat, Rose V, at sa ating dalawang kandidato. Maraming salamat sa pagsagot sa inyong mga katanungan. At unang bahagi pa lamang yan, mga Tomasino. Mamaya babalikan natin ang mga panelists para sa mga more questions, okay? Kaya naman, mga Tomasino, tumutok lamang kayo dito sa Harapan 2015 at ipadala nyo sa amin ang inyong komento, katanungan, at itag lamang ang @UST at ang @UST Comelec at gamitin ang ating official hashtag na UST Halalan 2015. At maya-maya sa ating pagbabalik, aalamin naman natin ang mga katanungan na mula mismo sa ating mga kapwa Tomasino. Kaya naman mga Tomasino, magbabalik po ang Harapan 2015.